Why you feel different lately? Signs of a spiritual awakening. Have you felt lately like you don't quite fit into your old life anymore? Maybe the things you used to love now feel empty. Or you find yourself wanting to be alone in silence more than being at a loud party. You might even feel a strange sadness or a deep longing. If this is happening to you, don't be afraid. You aren't losing your mind, you are losing your ego. You are beginning a journey called a spiritual awakening. This is the moment your soul starts to peek through the cracks of your personality. Today, we are going to talk about the signs that you are shifting into a life of oneness. We will explain why you feel different and how to embrace this beautiful change. The first major sign of a spiritual awakening is a strange feeling that the ordinary world no longer makes sense. For most of your life, you probably followed a script. You cared about what kind of car you drove, gossiped with coworkers, and spent hours scrolling. But suddenly, these things feel heavy or fake. You might be sitting in a meeting or at a dinner table, feeling like an actor who has forgotten their lines. You look around and think, is this all there is? This discomfort happens because your soul is tired of the ego's games. The ego loves the ordinary because it loves distraction. As long as you are busy chasing money, status, or entertainment, you don't have to look at the truth. But during an awakening, your inner light starts to grow. This light acts like a flashlight in a dark room. It starts to show you that things are just clutter. You begin to see that chasing external things to be happy is like trying to catch the wind. It never ends and it never satisfies. You might also feel a divine loneliness. This isn't the sadness of having no friends. It is the feeling that your old connections were based on the false self. You realize that you were connecting with people through your masks, not your heart. This can be scary. You might feel like you are stuck between two worlds. The old world that no longer fits, and a new world you haven't fully entered yet. The key here is to understand that this discomfort is actually growth. Just like a snake must shed its skin to grow, you are shedding your old identity. You are being pushed to look deeper. You are starting to value being more than doing. You are beginning to crave things that are real, honest, and deep. If you find yourself staring at the trees more than your phone, or if you prefer a quiet walk to a busy shopping mall, celebrate it. Your soul is reclaiming your attention. You are being called out of the ordinary and into the extraordinary truth of oneness. Increase sensitivity and compassion. As you wake up, your emotional skin becomes much thinner. You might find that you are becoming incredibly sensitive to the energy around you. You might walk into a room and immediately feel the tension or sadness. You might find it hard to watch the news or violent movies because the pain of the world feels like it is happening to you. In the past, your ego acted like a shield. It kept you focused on yourself so you didn't have to feel the world. But as you move toward oneness, that shield disappears. You are starting to realize that there's no them, there's only us. When you see a stranger crying, or even a tree being cut down, you feel a pinch in your own heart. This is the aching heart of awakening. It is a sign that your heart is finally opening after being closed for a long time. This sensitivity isn't a weakness, it is a superpower. It is the birth of true compassion. You stop judging people for their mistakes because you can see the pain behind their actions. You realize that everyone is just a soul struggling to find its way home. When someone is rude to you, instead of getting angry, you might feel a wave of pity for them because you can see how much their ego is hurting them. You are starting to see the divine spark in everyone, regardless of their behavior. This can be overwhelming at first. You might feel like you need to protect your energy or stay away from loud, negative places. That is okay. This is a time to be very gentle with yourself. You are learning how to handle the frequency of love. You are moving from a life of thinking to a life of feeling. You are beginning to understand that since we are all connected, the best thing you can do for the world is to stay in a state of peace. Your compassion is the vibration that heals the community. As you feel more, you love more. And as you love more, the walls of separation melt away. You are no longer an island. You are becoming a part of the healing ocean of consciousness. The hunger for truth and the now. A huge sign of awakening is an unquenchable hunger for truth. You suddenly want to know the why of everything. You might find yourself reading books on spirituality, watching videos like this one, or meditating. You aren't looking for facts or information. You are looking for a feeling of truth. You are looking for something that rings a bell in your soul. The ego is a master of lies. It lives in the past or the future. But during a spiritual awakening, you start to discover the power of the now. You begin to realize that the only place life actually exists is in this very moment. You might find yourself stopping in the middle of a busy day, just to watch a bird fly or to feel the sun on your skin. For a few seconds, the voice in your head goes quiet, and you feel a peace that passes all understanding. This hunger for truth makes you very honest. You can no longer lie to yourself or to others. You might feel the need to change your job, end a relationship that isn't healthy, or speak up about things you used to stay silent about. The false self can only survive on illusions, but the awakened self can only survive on truth. You start to see through the BS of society. You see that fame, money, and power are just toys that people use to hide their fear. Living in the now is the ultimate mind-cleaning tool. When you are fully present, the ego has no room to breathe. It cannot worry about tomorrow if you are totally focused on the breath you are taking right now. This is where you find oneness. In the present moment, there is no history, no labels, and no separation. There is only awareness. You are starting to fall in love with the simple mystery of being alive. This hunger for truth will lead you to simplify your life. You will find that you need fewer things, fewer distractions, and fewer busy activities. You are trading the noise of the world for the still small voice of your soul. You are finally coming home to yourself. Physical and energetic shifts. Finally, you might notice that your body is feeling different, too. A spiritual awakening is not just in your mind, it happens in your cells. Because you are letting go of old ego patterns, your body has to process a lot of heavy energy. You might experience spiritual fatigue, a deep tiredness that a nap doesn't seem to fix. This is because your inner system is doing a lot of work to rewire itself for a higher level of awareness. You might find that your eating habits are changing. You might suddenly lose the taste for heavy, processed foods or meat, and crave light, living foods like fruits and vegetables. This is your body trying to match the lighter vibration of your soul. You might also experience strange sensations, like tingling in your head, or feeling waves of heat or cold. Some people even experience changes in their sleep patterns, waking up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. This is often called the ambrosial hour, a time when the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world is very thin. Your energy body is waking up. You might start to notice synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences. For example, you think of someone, and they call you a minute later. Or you ask a question in your head, and the answer appears on a billboard or in a song on the radio. These aren't accidents, they are signs that you are moving in harmony with the oneness of the universe. You are no longer pushing against life, you are flowing with it. It is important during this time to treat your body like a temple. Drink lots of water, spend time in nature, and listen to what your body needs. If you need to sleep, sleep. If you need to move, dance. The heavy weight of bad behavior. When we live in bad behavior, which includes things like anger, jealousy, lying, or being selfish, our body actually feels heavy. Science and spirituality both agree that emotions like hatred and greed have a low vibration. If you are constantly angry, your muscles stay tight, your breath is shallow, and your energy feels like thick, dirty water. This is the ego state. In this state, your physical body is always in survival mode. You are quick to snap at people because your energy is blocked by fear. You might feel tired all the time, or you might have brain fog. This is because your body is using all its energy to protect your ego and keep up the mask of being separate from others. Bad behavior is literally exhausting for your cells. The thawing process. As you begin to wake up and move toward good behavior, your energy starts to thaw like ice turning into water. This shift often feels physical. You might start to feel tingles in your hands or at the top of your head. This is the energy of oneness beginning to move through the blocks your ego created. The shift from bad to good behavior is a move from tension to flow. Good behavior like kindness, honesty, and helping others has a high vibration. When you choose to forgive someone instead of holding a grudge, you can almost feel a physical weight lifting off your shoulders. Your chest feels more open, and your breathing becomes deeper. You are moving from the heavy earth energy of Cain to the light breath energy of Abel. The new soul body. As you stay in this good behavior, your physical body starts to change its habits. You no longer have the stomach for negativity. You might find that you can't be around gossip anymore because it literally makes you feel sick or dizzy. This is a sign that your energy has become cleaner. Because you are no longer wasting energy on being right or being better than others, that energy is now free to heal your body. People who move into this soul-connected state often look younger or more vibrant because the light of their spirit is no longer being smothered by the dark clouds of the ego. Your body is the vessel for your awakening soul. As you clean your mind, your body clears out old toxins and trauma. It is a deep clean of your entire being. Don't fight the process. Trust that your inner wisdom knows exactly what it is doing. You are being upgraded. You are becoming a clearer channel for the light of the Spirit to shine through. If you are feeling these things, take a deep breath and smile. You are not alone, and you are not broken. You are blossoming. The discomfort you feel is just the ego's grip loosening so the soul can take the lead. Embrace the sensitivity, seek the truth, and trust the journey. You are moving from a small life of me into a grand life of we. Thank you for being a part of this community. Keep your heart open, and remember, we are all one. If you felt this video was speaking directly to you, please subscribe. Let's walk this path together. Share this with someone who is feeling different lately. It might be the comfort they are looking for.